Hello everybody and welcome back to the Lion Ball Pool channel. My name is Max and in today's episode we have got the knockout stages of our yellow card tournament. If you want to know all the rules and how this works, go back to last week's episode on the channel to work out how we got here to the point where Chris Hope and Alex Durham are playing the first semi-final knockout match, and we've got Joel Tarr versus Joe Finnegan in the other side of the draw on the other semi-final. We are mainly testing out one brand new Lion Ball pool rule, and if you know the game of Lion Ball that we've created here on the channel, you are originally not allowed to hit the black ball at all or you'd lose straight away. In this version you get to hit the black ball once and it gives you a yellow card, meaning that you can do that once per game and you will not lose. The black does have to stay in the score zone though, because if you hit it and it did go out, doesn't matter if it's your first time hitting or not, you would still lose. And so in the last episode, we had the seeding, and now getting into spoilers as we get into today's games, it was Chris who took away the 2-0 seed. He won both of his seeding games. Alex Durham unfortunately lost both. And then on the other side of the draw, Joe and Joel, they both got a win and a loss. That is a great attacking shot there from Chris. It is 1-0 to him at the moment. And now it's Alex's turn to retaliate. He's got it out of the score zone, meaning that yellow at the top of your screen that Alex has lost is totally out of play. So Alex is on the back foot here. You'd rather be Chris. She's hit a very powerful drive there. She's also managed to get Chris's out of the score zone with a risky shot, but worth taking a risk when that could have really snowballed for Alex if it had been allowed to continue. Now Chris playing a shot, stabbing at it, gets a double kiss, which doesn't make it as good as it could have been, but it is a 0-0 score. Remember, balls have to be in that below line to count as a point in the scoring zone. So we do have a very tense semi-final game here. Both players know that if they lose, their game is over. Ball potting is still an instant loss though, so that's a great shot from Alex to cover that pocket. That yellow is entirely safe for the rest of the game. Here we go with Chris. He needs to make a play here. He's doing it to bring two in one go, but unfortunately he does only score one. These are some weaker shots from Chris. We saw in the last episode some very confident Lion Ball play, but he's let it slip a little here, and Alex is going for the jugular with a brilliant shot. She goes 2-0 up. And I would say that Chris is in a tough position here. What can he do? We do believe in Chris. He's always got that ability to come out of nowhere and claim a game in the moment. But let's see what's on the cards here. It's a good attempt from Chris, but doesn't quite get it into the scoring zone with that second ball. So it's just 2-1 now. 2-1 to Alex in this game. That red on the far right did not make it in. Here we go from Alex. She's going attacking again. She's used her black ball hit, but that's a really intelligent use of the black ball hit because it gets Chris's red out the scoring zone, puts the black nice and safe next to that yellow. And yeah, Alex has really saved her best games for the knockout stage. Whereas Chris has had a bit of a struggle, and Chris has just potted. And obviously a pot, as you know in Lion Ball, means Chris is out, he loses. Despite winning both of his seeding games, Alex Durham is the first player to make it through to the final of this competition. And now we head to the other side of the draw, where we'll have Joel and Joe play each other. Let us know in the comments what you think of this more faster style of tournament. Usually our tournaments spread over 2 to 3 months, whereas this is just 2 weeks, back-to-back episodes, seeding, knockouts, done. Let us know what you prefer, because this kind of format, you get the full story of the games much quicker. But our other style, where it's much longer, the league formats, the really big competitions, they tend to be a much more of like a marathon. You get it over a longer period of time. So let us know down in the comments what you prefer. Joel there with his shot, unfortunately double kisses, so that's better for Joe here. Joe has got 1 yellow in the score zone. He is 1-0 up. Joe then rolls this ball. It's going to be a bit light, but if it hits the yellow, it is good. That was a recent rule change, because previously you had to hit a cushion, but now it's changed. You have to hit a cushion or the ball. Otherwise that would have had to have reset. Good shot there from Joel. That is a fantastic shot. Removes one of Joe's from the score zone. Joel is now 2-1 up on the Reds. Joe's got a bit of work to do here. I would have tried to bring that other yellow in that shot, but he's played a bit more safe. Can't complain. He can still bring it in later, and he does have the safety of that one black ball hit, which definitely makes the game a little bit easier here for Joe. In the traditional line ball rules, where you can't hit the black at all, it is much tougher because you play near it, you can lose your entire game. Joel going against the backboard, but it's too hard. It comes out slightly, which is a bit of a shame. I always find going straight down to be much harder to judge your speed than going for the sort of sideboard first. Lovely shot there from Joe. That is perfect. He goes 4-2 up. It is now much more favourable for Joe here on the yellows. Joel now back up on the Reds, plays and gets both of them in, but Joel has used up now his black ball hit. Joe still has his available, but Joel is on a yellow card. He has used that black ball hit. Joe smashes his out, and that is a brilliant shot from Joe. Joe is firmly in the driving seat, and that ball stays in the playing zone, which means it blocks off some significant angles here for Joel. He can't even play that risky of a shot because he's already used his black ball hit. He's on his yellow card. Joel cannot take a risk. If this was reversed and it was Joe, it'd be a bit easier for him to take a risk here with that black ball hit available. But Joel is in a bit of a sticky situation. So I hope you enjoy these new rules. It definitely slows down the game, makes them last longer because some line ball games can otherwise end in an instant. This extends the game a bit, which we quite enjoy. And we think this is going to be rules that are here to stay. So I hope you agree as we have this sort of changing and evolving version of line ball. And I'm coming in just talking about rules and stuff with Joel. We're just talking about other funky rules that we were thinking of trying and implementing. Just throwing this game off. I don't know why. I always love to come in and waffle and chat about the line ball right when the players are in the middle of the game. But hey, it's a good thing this is only a little fun competition just between friends. So here we go with Joel. Nice shot. Yeah, manages to get that hit in there. Split the pack. That is a lovely shot for Joel. But it's still Joe who is in the driving seat here because Joel's got that red that is not in the score zone. So it's going to always be tricky. And Joe's doing the right thing, just playing safe shots to end it off. He doesn't need to take a risk. Joel is the one who needs to be called into action to make a play here if he is going to get victory. But Chris, Alex, their semi-finals over. Alex is going to be the finalist, so the winner of this goes to play Alex. What an amazing shot there from Joel. Manages to get a ball removed from the score zone. And now it's a bit more even. I mean, Joel's still not got that red in the score zone, so it's not necessarily. Joe's going to make sure he has absolutely no chance to get it. But from the better position, Joe loses by potting that ball, and Joel goes through. I must say, I did think it was going to be Joe going through from that spot, but it is Joel versus Alex in the final, which is quite funny because in the seeding game in our previous episode, this was the 0-1 players game where both players had lost their first game, and then Joel beat Alex to get his first win on the board. So we're set up, we're ready to play. It's Alex Durham versus Joel Tarr in our final. They're just doing their rock, paper, scissors off camera, and they're going to come in just to see who is going first, and Alex Durham is coming up. So I hope you've been enjoying this series. As I said, this is the final of this little mini-series between Joel, Joe, Chris, and Alex, and we will be getting into this game in just a moment. Here we go with Alex. We are playing this at the East Station Snooker Club. Thank you to them for letting us play at the venue and record some of our games there today. Lovely pool tables, great environment, right next to Canterbury East train station. Very good access if you're coming in on the train down from London. Really nice little spot. And if you're local to the city, you know where it is. It is a lovely area. Now, Alex has already used her black ball hit on the very first shot. It's very unnecessary. Puts Alex on the back foot. And don't forget, the last time these two played in the seeding section, Joel did win. Now, I still think Joel's tactic here, going for the backboard first, is unconventional. But it's working for him. He's comfortable with it, and it does give Alex this ability to attack shot it out. It's currently 1-1. Let's see what Alex can do here. She attack shots it, gets it out, skims past the black, so she avoids that, which is very, very good. Nice shot there from Alex. It is 1-0 to her now. But again, because she's used her black ball hit, she is in a bit of a risk here at the minute. She can't really play too much around the balls she's got into the score zone. It's a tough area. Joel has a little bit more confidence to hit these balls about. Nice shot again, backboard first. He's got a really good judge at that pace. And Alex will struggle to attack shot this one, because if she does, I think there's a good chance one of the balls would hit the black. And I think she knows this, so she might reside to letting him have that point. Also, that yellow she has just outside the score zone, it's probably one best to avoid, because you'd rather just let that not be a scoring point and just play something safe. She's going to go across. Or I'd maybe hit that with a little bit more power to go in behind the black, but it's still a decent shot. Makes Joel have to work for it in order to remove it from the score zone, so you can't complain. Nice attacking attempt here from Joel. Oh, he's not got the power on that at all, has he? He leaves Alex's ball scoring. It is hit with such little power. And now Alex is going to instead attack his red. She's got more of an idea of the power, and she's going to be bringing that all the way out of the score zone. Wow, great shots from Alex. So 3-1 to Alex. You'd definitely say she was in the driving seat. Considering she lost her 2 seeding games, I would say she was just kind of learning from her opponent's play. So it's a good play from her, and she's playing very well and come back into this really nicely. But what an amazing shot that was from Joel. He's now made it 2-2. And I would say this is honestly totally even between our two players. They don't have anything separating them, and I would say they have an equal chance of winning. So here we go with Alex. Let's see what she can do here. Oh, it's not got the legs. She doesn't even score one of them. So it stays 2-2, and she's got 3 balls agonizingly not in the score zone. And I would say where Joel's lining up here, he can certainly attack shot this yellow out, and that will put Alex in a really tough spot. Lovely shot from Alex, and doesn't knock his into the pocket. That was a bit of a risk. Nice shot there from Joel. Alex has got 2 shots to fix this situation. The script has flipped. It's 3-1 to Joel before she plays this shot. And here we go with Alex. Brings 1 in, I think. Oh, that is tight. Very tight. So that ball is scoring. It is now 3-2 to Joel. I'd say Joel is certainly in the driving seat position, unless he does something silly. Bearing in mind he also still has his black ball hit. Joel is not on a yellow card. Alex is on a yellow card. And yeah, Joel hit the black. He hit the black. He's a bit frustrated with himself. I think he wanted to save that for his last shot in case he needed it. But he's 4-2 up at the minute, so it's pretty comfortable. Alex is the one who has to take a risk on this last shot if she's going to get anything from this game. She needs to score at least 2 just to make it level. And then she'll have to attack shot 1 out in order to then go ahead. But unfortunately, Alex Durham hits the black on her shot, and Joel Tar wins the yellow card championship. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the amazing games you've played here, and we will see you in the next episode of Line Ball Pool.